Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Okay, you guys know I'm in home show hell, right? So nonstop every weekend till like I don't know 5 months. I probably won't enjoy my life or have one until July. So you know how you think you're okay. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not that tired. I'm all right. I'm going, and you're really not. So my one of my best friend's sisters passed away. Told me when the wake was, and I went, and I was wondering why the parking lot was empty. Okay. So I ring the doorbell and the dog starts barking. I'm like, what's the dog doing in the funeral home? Lady answers, can I help you? I said, yeah, I'm here for so and so's wake. Oh, that's next week. Can you imagine? How embarrassing. I feel like I have Alzheimer's. It's insane. And then I went for training, which was quite a while, and I'm not a classroom kind of person. And I get out of there, I'm exhausted, okay? Again, I come home and my cat is playing with a mouse. And I have these little gray mice that, you put a battery in it and it kind of goes around. The cat loves it. And I said, is that real? No, it's not real. It took me like 10 minutes to figure out it was real. And she's got the tail in her mouth. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was freaking out, talking to somebody on the phone. What do I do? Having a nervous breakdown. I don't see mice because usually cats, the smell of a cat will keep it away. And it was a cute little field mouse. I didn't want to kill it. The lady on the board of our association said, why don't you just flush it? I'm like, I'm not going to kill the thing. I'm not the type to get the glue traps. So I take a dustpan and brush it in, and I just walked it outside. It's probably coming back in for more. So I tell my family. So this is the sympathy I get from my family. My mother's like, well, you didn't grow up like with cockroaches like I did. How would you like that? Like stop complaining. My older sister, the Rose Report, she said, oh, there's a dead mouse. My sister's the type that she's got these plugins that make bugs have nervous breakdowns. So they go somewhere else. I can't do that either. As much as I hate bugs, I don't want to give them a nervous breakdown. So she's like, oh, there's a dead mouse in here and it smells bad and we can't figure out where. I'm like, okay. They like have to one up me. And my younger sister, oh, my cats used to just eat mice. So I just felt like I was a big baby, you know? Great. When I see it again, I'll just talk to it and make it part of the family. I don't know. All right. What is going on in the world? What is going on? So Trump incorrectly said his father was born in Germany, which he wasn't. He was born in the Bronx. Okay. And he was talking to the German chancellor. Oh, yeah, you know my dad. And the Ayatollah we just took out, well, his son came in and took over. Jane Fonda must have declined the offer. And this guy's younger and still right, hard line. So we took out an 86-year-old who was probably ready to die anyway. And we put in a 56-year-old. And I guess they don't do like regime change like that in Iran. They don't do like, oh, you're the son, you take over like the Egyptians did with the pharaohs. So I guess maybe they're going to call him a Nepo baby. I don't know what's going on, but the guy's going to take, do the same thing his father did. $10 billion it's cost us so far. Yeah, oil prices, gas prices surging, maybe boots on the ground. He doesn't know yet. And, we could have done like healthcare with 10 billion or something. Why are we doing this? I don't know. So Trump on gas prices. If they rise, they rise. Like Ivan Drago in Rocky 4. If he dies, he dies. That's such empathy from this guy. I don't care. I'm rich. We don't care if you're struggling. You can't buy food. And now it looks like Cuba's next. This guy is gone. He's really gone. I don't know if we're going to make it to the midterms. I can't really, I shouldn't even be talking politics because it gets everybody crazy. He says, I guess, quote, I guess Americans should be concerned about Iranian attacks inside the United States. We've already had one in Texas. If they die, they die. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking like, if I was in the military, and I'm not because I can't even deal with these kinds of wars that are people get us into and they've never been in the military themselves and don't understand it. The Middle East is not simple, and I'm not an expert. Don't come to me. But I mean, I guess the only war I would have fought was like Hitler. I would have loved to get him. But, I hate to break it to Don Sidious, but your BFF Putin is supplying Iran with knowledge about where our troops are, their location status. He's going on his cell phone. The aircraft is over here, the ships and the troops are down here. What's he going to say? I heard nothing about that. Nothing. He's so tough. Go ahead. Aren't you mad about that? He's making you look like a fool. I saw a picture of Trump on TMZ. Huge red scab. I thought it was like shingles. But I guess, I don't know, maybe a vampire sucked him. I have no idea. But maybe Stephen Miller. He is a vampire. But I heard it was like precancerous treatment for maybe his skin. He's always orange, from the sun or whatever. Or maybe RFK Jr. told him not to get vaccinated. The dictionary has added the word Swiftie. I guess I am. Quote, is a fan of the music of Taylor Swift. Okay, we know that. I mean, I love it though, because that is a thing. I mean, I'm on a Swiftie over 50 group on Facebook. So Taylor's got, I love that song. Elizabeth Taylor! She's got it coming out on vinyl on April 18th on Cry My Eyes Violet Glitter, a 7-inch. Should I buy it? Should I buy it and hang it? I love that song forever. So $38.8 trillion debt interest. The interest has tripled since 2020. Can you imagine? That is crazy. Forget Social Security, guys. I just told this woman this weekend when I was doing a show, I'm going to be working till I'm dead. She goes, that's not good. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, I don't think Social Security, and I should have started saving when I was like 20 instead of spending all my money. So, okay, let's get to this one. Senator Thom Tillis blasted Kristi Noem. Did you see her? And I have to admit, I felt bad for her. She wasn't like Pam Bondi, where Pam Bondi was like a pit bull. She sat there and took it up the ass. So they blasted her. Thom Tillis, who's a Republican, blasted her for killing her dog, which I don't have sympathy for her there. And said it reflected on her poor judgment, which is true because she couldn't take the time to train it. She said it was untrainable. And compared it to the killing of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. It's starting to crack. So next, they're going after Bondi, which they're drafting up impeachment. I don't think it's going to work because the Republicans control the Senate. And then I heard him talking about who else is next. I think they were going after Stephen Miller. Oh, yes, please. He did go nuts over her killing her 14-month-old dog, like killing a teenager in dog years. So, I mean, and then he compared it to killing our people, which is, she's gone. And we've got John Wayne Mullen, 3 names. And is he a wrestler or a plumber? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they love Trump. So what's the difference? They're not going to really be good. Anybody Trump puts in this term, maybe the last term he was good, but yeah, no, I don't think so. So Thom Tillis said, it's going to prove that Ms. Good and Mr. Preddy probably should not have been shot in the face and in the back. He was rough. And then she said something like, you think because conservative women we're stupid or worse, and we're sluts. And I am neither. And then they started grilling her about her having sex with Corey Lewandowski. Her husband was right behind her in the row behind her. That is awful. This is the party of family values. Are you kidding me or what? I don't want anytime you're judging me, I'm going to laugh in your face. Republicans, I'm going to laugh in your face. So she's voted off Survivor. No confidence. No, I do have pity. I have to tell you, she just looked very. And Pete I'm going to call him Keg Seth. I've heard that. Where did I hear that? I can't stand to listen to him because he's like this smug idiot, incompetent. Another one. This is what we're relying on to win the Iranian war. Good luck. Not going to happen. Do you think he drinks moonshine in the afternoon? I don't know. Operation Epic Fury. Just because you pick all these hard names doesn't mean you're good at your job. He thought it was going to end by midnight. Caroline Leavitt. I don't know. Is her baby going to come out as miserable as she is? She's trying to sell it on Fox. I saw her talking about, oh yeah, like yeah, that's okay. That prices are bad. This is a war worth winning, and the Americans will get into it. Yeah, no, we're not. We can't afford any more higher prices. Maybe you can because you're filthy rich, or you married an 80-year-old who's filthy rich. Um, so let me just talk about Beverly Hills Housewives. I just lost something. Um, so they went to Milan, and they broke off in groups. Um, Kathy Hilton and Jen Tilly flew, and talk about Kathy. You know how Kathy is when she flies. She doesn't know how to turn on a lamp or plug in a lamp. And Jennifer Tilly said it was like herding kittens with all her bags and pillows. She is such a pampered woman. She doesn't know what it's like to do anything. At least Kyle like cooks, and Kathy has all these people just like tending to her hair and whatever. She doesn't have to think about anything. So she couldn't make it on her own. Dorit was, of course, like an hour late before the plane left. I don't know. She's like not disheveled. Amanda gets 3 facials a month. I don't even think that does anything but make you feel good. What purpose do they serve? I don't know. Her face is very shiny. That's about it. No budget for her wedding. $300,000. She says, I make, again, she has to say this, I make in 1 month what my husband makes in a year. I'm sorry, but if I was her husband, I would not, I don't know. I would not want to get on top of her. I'll tell you that. Kyle and Erica were shopping for the Italy trip. I can relate to Kyle. She just loves to shop. They flash back to Lisa Vanderpump and Kyle driving Mauricio's Ferrari in first gear. You're driving a Ferrari in first gear? Really? Yeah. Okay. So that was fun times. To Ken, and then they forwarded it to Ken going, goodbye, Kyle! I remember when Kyle was on our radio show, and she said everywhere she went, when she get out of a cab, someone would scream, goodbye, Kyle! Because that was like epic when Ken said that. Like, get out of the house, you're done. Kathy forgot her phone on the plane, okay? I really, I don't know what to say. I mean, tie it to her because she can't do anything. Amanda roomed with Sutton. Bad idea. Bad idea because Sutton's going to come after you like a lion. It ended with Sutton saying to producers to use a 40-year-old voice. What's when she was talking, like, because Amanda kind of talks like a child. She's a millennial, and she's saying like basically use your 40-year-old voice and not sound like a 5-year-old. Sutton really is she's good at really picking scabs off people. She's good. Last week I shared my emails getting shared, sold to right-wing MAGA. Now I got the Republican report. I look like a Republican in my email. I'm telling you. With important headlines. Senators skip voting to parade dogs instead. Really? I mean, okay. Well, I know they're both bad. I get it. But I'm not going to be a Republican. All right? I know you don't watch my show, but I don't care. I'm not turning into a Republican. So this I heard from CNN, according to an early U.S. intelligence assessment. And did we bomb that Iranian girls' school? They just asked Trump. He's like, that's not what I heard. I mean, really? Israel said they didn't? Like, let's take ownership of this. Are we like that? Like, we seem like we're becoming a bad regime, you know? The military strikes on Iran did not destroy the core components of the country's nuke program. And New York Times, new classified report by Defense Iranian's intelligence agency nuclear program is only like back by 6 months. This is what we're spending $10 billion or $1 billion a day for. We get 6 months, really? Does he know what he's doing? They just kind of like to start it, and then oh, really? We have to like have a plan. That's like his healthcare plan. We have to have a plan. And then Trump said, quote, I had a feeling Iran would attack first. That's why he's doing this, his feelings. We're at the whims of a madman, guys. Okay, Sandoval was on Watch What Happens Live. And, he's still the same. If I was his girlfriend, Victoria, like, I don't understand why he gets laid. Andy asked if he paid his mother back. His mother invested in his fallen Schwartz and Sandy's restaurant. She put in, I think, $250,000. He said he's working on it. Can you imagine me screwing my mother over? Sorry. And he said it wasn't a loan. It wasn't a loan. Oh, she just gave you the money so you could blow it. Is that it? She was like a firefighter her whole life, and you're gonna screw her over money. I, oh, good thing he's not my son. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. So, to his girlfriend, if he treats his mother that way, guess what's coming to you? I don't understand these people that don't know what's coming. Dr. Oz, Dr. Mehmet Oz is pushing catastrophic health insurance. Wonderful. With deductibles as high as $31,000. I can afford that. I can afford that. Can you imagine? These people have no honor. They have no honor. He was nice on my show. But, I mean, you have to have cancer. Oh, I got great health care. I got cancer. So you have to have cancer to enjoy your health insurance. They're pushing short-term plans for people that aren't like me, people that aren't 65. You know, you fall into that like hole where you lose your job in your 50s, and a lot of people do. I did. And then you have to figure it out with that gap. That's what the answer is, because that's when you start getting sick. I mean, this is what you voted for, Republicans. I'm not thinking you're too smart right now, or you're callous and you don't care. It's called Fill the Gap insurance. Yeah. How about Pray? How about Pray? It works insurance. I mean, these plans aren't in the Affordable Care Act rules, so they don't have to cover pre-existing conditions, stuff like that. Lifetime caps. That's what Obama did with Obamacare. You have to cover pre-existing. You can't say I'm done covering you. I don't know. So it's now get sick, go broke, and die healthcare. That's what you get with Trump. Okay, guys. Man, I'll tell you, this is the first time I've seen the sun in like 5 days. This is crazy. I mean, it's actually going to be 60 today. I can't ride my bike yet because I got to get it tuned up. And plus, there's probably snow in the woods. I don't know what's going on. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm getting, subscribers, and I love it. New people coming in. And I appreciate the support. You guys, you can subscribe for free. And thank you for, supporting me. I'm not going anywhere unless I die during a home show or something. All right. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye.